What's up, everybody? Welcome to our 20th episode. Hey, we got a special guest for you guys. Stick around and find out who it is. Let's get this show started. Welcome back to Talking Shit with My Dad. Like I said, this is our 20th episode, and we're glad to be here with you guys sharing this milestone for us. I don't know about you guys or you about doing this 20th episode, but hey, I'm your host, Jamal. This is AKA the dad.
Yep. I wanted to welcome all you Trump supporters. I got a lot of shit for you tonight.
Anyway, like we said, hey, this is Talking Shit with My Dad. Hey, we hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. We're trying to get them subscribers up. If you're a hater, hey, hit that button as well. Tell your friends about us, tell your moms about us, tell everybody about us, because we believe in what we say and we say what we mean, and we think we got a good thing going right now and telling everybody, our truth. And we think there's a couple of people out there who like to hear what we got to say. But anyway, like I said before, I fired my old technical director. He couldn't figure things out, but I got a new one. And the new one figured out how to get guests on the show. So today, for our 20th episode, we have a guest. Our guest is Anonymous. Say hello to everybody, Anonymous.
Hello.
See? So, Anonymous, we have a couple of rules on the show. 1, be unapologetic. 2, don't apologize for what you say. And 3, say what the fuck you want to say.
And 4, don't mention any family members. Hey,
you never know who's watching. You never know who's out there watching.
Yeah, I really don't care, but
So, you excited to be here, Anonymous? You're our first guest ever on the show.
Yay!
I guess just a bundle of nerves in there. Don't know what to say. But that's okay. Hey, we'll show you you're open up a little bit later. But anyway, let's go ahead and we might as well just go ahead and give our condolences.
To who?
To the good old Pope.
He didn't have no relatives.
Well, you know he passed away, right?
So what? He still didn't have no relatives.
You didn't see it on the news. If you guys haven't seen it on the news, the Pope passed away.
So
I think it's funny because I saw a meme that said JD Vance didn't kill the Pope, but after talking to him, he lost all will to live.
I don't know about that JD Vance, man. It seems like, who was that little motherfucker in the cartoon that always had a cloud over his head?
Oh,
was in Snoopy?
That's
him.
Was that like Linus?
That was Linus. Yeah, Linus always had no matter where he went, shit got fucked up.
Yeah, Linus. Yeah, I don't know if JD Vance killed him or not. I just know he was the last guy that's sitting down and talk to him.
Pope probably went in there and committed suicide.
Oh, like damn, we gotta deal with this dude for the next 4 years. So anyway, I was curious. I wanted to know, what does a Pope do? Like, I always see him on TV, in the white robe and stuff like that.
I always wondered why they're always wearing a skirt.
Yeah. Oh, we're not gonna go there.
Huh?
We're not gonna go there.
Just asking the question. You're always wearing a skirt.
Like Kendrick Lamar said, peekaboo. No, it's fine. So I looked it up. Easy Google search, right? It says the Pope's primary role is to serve as the spiritual leader and guide for over 1.3 billion Catholics worldwide. He's also acts as the head of the Vatican State. In the capacity, he interprets and upholds church doctrine, addresses contemporary issues from a Catholic perspective, and promotes unity and charity within church and broader society. So I just think he doesn't do nothing.
So the Pope says God talks to him, and then he tells the rest of his religion what's going on, right? Is that the way it works?
Well, also found out he's a vicar of Christ. You know what that is? He's the visible head of the church on earth, acting for and in the place of Christ.
Yeah, but there's no way to question that. I mean, I like clarification. Hey, Jesus, is that You know, did you really tell that motherfucker that shit?
Well, to me, that reads as basically he has power attorney, a power attorney
Okay.
of Christ. Christ said, here's some power. You act like me on earth, and then you deliver my message.
I ain't taking your word for it.
What? Vicar of Christ. Look, everybody looking
No,
at
I'm
Vicar
not.
of
I'm
Christ.
not. I'm telling you, I'm not taking what the Pope says unless it's verified.
So yeah, so I looked up, find out what he does. I mean, he gives Easter sermons. He says, hey, this country's doing this wrong. Russia, you're wrong for going to Ukraine. Stop. They don't listen to him. They keep on going. He told Israel, hey, what you're doing is wrong, killing those Palestinians like that. They didn't stop. They just kept going. So,
he told the pedophiles to cut it out too. They didn't stop.
Oh, in his own church?
Oh,
yeah.
Would you say that?
Say what?
Are you implying about the Catholic Church?
Oh, there's no implying whatsoever. They've been accused and charged and went to court and settled and all type of other stuff.
Hallelujah.
It just keeps on going. That's just a story that just keeps writing itself over and
How
over
was
again.
Mary a virgin and she had Jesus Christ? Oh, that's right. That's okay. I was just wondering.
That's sacrilegious.
Yeah,
You don't ask about the Virgin Mary's innocence.
Yeah, I bet she was calling God too. Oh God.
Or Jesus. Oh Jesus.
She couldn't call Jesus because he was still there, you know.
That's good. Oh Jesus, you're doing it great. Oh no, she gave birth to Jesus.
So they were in the barn. He was in a manger, right? A manger.
Manger.
That's a barn, right?
Barn, yeah, something like that. Yeah, old school barn.
So I wondered whether they were doing it the animal way.
Mm.
No, that's where he was born.
Yes, that's where he was born.
Oh, so that was goddamn animal shit everywhere.
Oh man. Yeah, he was born into some shit, I guess you could say, really. I mean, anyway, sorry, Pope, you died. I wonder if they're gonna be progressive and get a black Pope. Or an Asian Pope.
When Jesus walks on water.
That's what I'm curious to see. There's that black cardinal. I didn't get his name. I'm gonna put his name up here. That was up for it last time, but they didn't choose him. But as soon as you see his picture, you know what I'm talking about. I wonder if they're gonna put him up this time. Maybe an Asian Pope. That'd be cool to see. Asian Pope.
Look like Senator Scott.
No, not this guy.
Just saying.
Anyway, moving on. Hey, we like to try to bring you guys relevant information that's coming down the pipeline that you may not know about. And one of the things that we were discussing off air is the SAVE Act. This is a bill proposed by the Republicans on quote unquote they're going to save our elections and make our elections safer and stuff like that. So we're gonna pull up this little article right here. It's an overview of what the SAVE Act is, right? So quick summary. This is called the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act. Will require all American citizens registering to vote or updating their registration information to present documentary proof of citizenship in person. For the vast majority of Americans, this would be a passport or birth certificate. So government issued driver's license, including real ID, as well as military or tribal ID, do not satisfy the bill's requirement. Even though the real ID was put in place in 2005, so they could show that that you are a American citizen with this ID card, because they were saying if you don't have this ID card, you can't get in federal buildings, you can't fly and stuff like that. So the real ID, depending on what state you have, they have like a gold star or something gold in the corner to show that you've been verified as a U.S. citizen. But they're saying that ID might not even be good enough. So the legislation would invert the responsibility to verify a person's eligibility and citizen status from the electician official and the government onto single American citizens, making citizens convince the government that they're eligible to exercise their right to vote. So they wanted to put it on you guys, on us, to show that we're citizens all over again. What was that? That's anonymous.
Glad to hear from you. How you doing?
Anonymous is getting their feet underneath them, filling the show out, see how we act. So the SAVE Act will change the way all citizens register to vote upon enactment. It would upend online voter registration, make it impossible to mail in a registration application, and eliminate voter registration drives. So they're saying that basically everything's going to be done in person. You got to go down to your voter registration office if you know where that's at. You can't do it online, can't do it by mail. Take your ass down to the voter registration office and register to vote. And don't forget, you may be crippled.
Wait,
you may be unable to find transportation to get there.
Even if you got married.
Oh, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So also the statistics, approximately 146 American citizens do not possess a valid passport.
146?
146 million people.
Okay, that's better.
So with that being said, people, right now, go out and get your passport. Go out and get your passport, please. At least the Democrats, go out and get your passport. Don't wait until to election cycle to try to run down to the post office, get your photo, and send your application in and everything. Because guess what? It's going to be slammed. The post or the passport office is going to be slammed, and it's going to be forever before you get your passport back. It's going to probably be way after the election, and you won't be able to vote if this gets passed. Because right now, it already passed the Congress. It's sitting in the Senate right now, waiting to be voted on.
And other than that, you might need your passport to get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
So it says, for context, 153 million Americans voted in the 2024 presidential general election. High rates of passport ownership are overwhelmingly concentrated in blue states, while low rates are concentrated in red states. So even though this bill says pretty much red states and the Republican constituents are going to be screwed because they don't have passports, they still want to pass this. So in 7 states, less than 1/3 of citizens have a valid passport. West Virginia, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. No surprise there. No surprise there. And it says only 1 in 4 states do more than 2/3 of citizens have a valid passport, which is New York, Massachusetts, California, and New Jersey. So this is the part where we know that they're going to try to rig the election in their favor of European men mostly, and they're hoping that they lose a lot of the women vote is right here. It says 84% of women who marry change their surname, meaning as many as 69 million American women do not have a birth certificate with their legal name on it, and thereby could not use their birth certificate to prove citizenship.
You want to hear some real bullshit though? Back in the day, when the women's liberation, they were going to keep their own last name. You should have heard the uproar, sanctity, marriage, and all that other bullshit. Now, if they had left it alone, they wouldn't have to do it.
Yeah, it's crazy, but this is their plan. This has been their plan. So it says the SAFE Act makes no mention of being able to show a marriage certificate or change the name documentation. So it's not even in the act at all of women like having an exception of being married. So if you're married, hey, the way the act is written right now, you won't be able to vote because your birth certificate, your passport does not, or your passport does not match your birth certificate, and your surname, your married name, does not match your birth certificate. So I don't know how you're gonna get around that unless they put an exemption in there. But the way it's standing now, they're not putting an exemption in there, and this is their plan. Their first plan is that Donald Trump is not going to leave office,
or he'll die in office, and Vance will be there.
I'm sorry, you're not anonymous. What were you saying?
I said it's just disenfranchising women.
Yeah, disenfranchising millions of women out there, and they're trying to slip this under the rug so nobody knows what's going on by having all these other things happening, on the news and stuff like that, while secretly this bill's being passed. And this is how they're going to try to basically steal the election from you guys, or from us.
Look, the religious right follows the Republicans, and the religious right wants to keep women in their place. You know, they're supposed to be subservient to their husband and all this other bullshit, and it's the same fucking game. That's all they're doing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
wait a minute. What if you married this motherfucker and you turned out that he's an idiot? You still got to listen to him and do what he tells you to do. I like to see how that one works out.
yeah. I mean, we said it before. They're trying to change this into the Handmaid's Tale. They're trying to have their own Gilead. That's basically what it's all this stuff that they're doing as far as rights and women's rights and reproductive rights and now voting rights and stuff like that. It's like women get to the back of the bus, actually push the bus for us. You know, that's what they're trying to tell y'all.
No, back in the kitchen.
Yeah, get back in the kitchen. But you know, there's a few more uh,
That's why
bullet
God.
points on this article that's pretty damn good. It's a pretty damn good read. So it's simple, people. Just go in there, save act summary, and it'll break it down for you and tell you what the main points are and what you should be concerned about. Because guess what? You guys didn't do it for Project 2025. The playbook was out there. Everybody was saying, hey, this is what we're going to do, and yet you guys
And they're doing it page by page.
you guys went out there and still voted for this idiot to be in office. So please do your homework. Go out there and see what needs to be done. But right now, what you need to do is go out and get your passport. That's the first thing you need to do, because once this becomes law, everybody's going to be running out trying to get their passport, and it's just going to be a backup system, and it's going to be terrible. Especially with I guess what the cuts are going to be next, probably to the passport office, the federal passport office. So you never know what's going to happen. So just go ahead and get your passport and get this out the way. And one less thing you have to do. But hopefully, if you want to make a change, call your senator and tell him you don't pass this bill. Don't pass it, because it's not a good bill. It's a bad look.
Robert F. Kennedy said today that Fruit Loops can give you cancer. And I was like, God damn. Tony the Tiger was like, I'm glad he didn't put my name in that shit.
Shit. RFK Jr., he's a cancer. He killed more family members than Fruit Loops has.
Yeah, he sure did.
Killed his brother, killed his wife.
Yeah. Allegedly. She allegedly put a rope around her neck.
Even though he said
and hung herself.
Even though he said he drove her to commit suicide with how many affairs?
Oh, 37.
38 affairs or something like that.
In his book, he puts it in there. He had 37 affairs.
Yeah.
Oh, and he blames it on her, that he had the affairs on the person that hung themselves.
Yeah.
Hey. Hallelujah.
Hey, they can't defend themselves. So, of course, you could put it on them. It's their fault.
And he also said that the sperm count today of an 18-year-old male is the same as a 68-year-old. He also said that girls are starting to start having their period when they're 6 years old. Where the fuck this motherfucker get this shit from? And nobody says, will you please shut the fuck up, you stupid motherfucker, because you damn sure don't know a damn thing you're saying.
That's my question is, one, how do you know what the sperm count of an 18-year-old man is? And two, how do you know when a 6-year-old period start? Which we know it probably doesn't start that soon, but how would you know that, sir?
And damn, what is he doing about the goddamn measles? It's going from state to state, slowly but surely.
I haven't heard nothing.
I think
he's talking about licking doorknobs.
This motherfucker. You better hope something doesn't come our way. No. Well, they wouldn't know it anyway, because they got rid of all the scientists and shit. So
you know what happened today was they lost milk inspectors.
Oh no shit. Okay.
So the people that inspect your milk and your food and stuff,
oh yeah, that's right. They got all kind of food inspectors are gone.
Yeah, they cut them loose. So there might be some cases of bad milk coming down the line. Hopefully not, but the milk inspectors are gone, people. So
well, they used to if a cow died, he still went through.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
hot dogs, burgers.
No, I mean he came out steaks. They didn't fuck
Oh,
around like that.
Steaks. Oh, everything don't go to steaks.
Yeah, I mean, they did him like they did the rest of them, and then they made a law you can't, that you couldn't do that. Watch him now. Watch him.
Yeah, I don't know about this administration. What's going on?
Who's gonna be there to watch him?
Nobody.
Nobody.
It's gonna be.
You're gonna let a
They're gonna,
$2,000 cow, beef, just
nope. They're gonna slide them on in there
that
and
motherfucker going
cross
right
their
on in
fingers
there.
and hope that they don't get sued or anybody gets sick.
Well, they hope it goes through the food chain different.
Well, they always track where the food came from.
They used to. You talking about past tense? There's nobody to track shit.
We don't know what they're doing now.
You ain't lying. You better have your own testing kit at home.
What we're trying to say, people, just be safe out there when you're buying food now.
You know what? Another bitch I got today.
Uh-oh.
I heard that motherfucker. What's his name? The head of the military.
Hegseth.
Hegseth gave a goddamn speech with his bullshit ass and talk about he wants fit, not fat in the military. I want my warriors, ready to go and everybody that fit and shit.
Yeah.
Then later on, I see a goddamn thing that he just had a makeup. He's using one of the offices as a makeup studio.
Yeah, how you think he
The
keeps?
fuck is?
How you think that tough warrior keeps that hair stiff and in line and
Wait, he's got a motherfucking.
That's just what I'm saying. You got to keep that hairline, stiff and the hair all in one place, and you got to keep that makeup tight and everything.
This
you got to be a pretty
motherfucker
boy.
got a goddamn.
That's what I'm
beauty
saying.
studio.
You got to be a pretty boy. You got to be pretty for
Shit.
the press. When they ask him questions of why you get busted for using Signal again for sending out secret information, stupid.
Oh, and we're getting rid of the leakers. You're the motherfucking leaker.
Yeah, the leak.
3 people lost their jobs and shit, and you put that label on them that they're leakers, which they're gonna have to when they get another job. Oh, you leaked, huh?
Yeah.
You're the leaker. We heard it out your motherfucking mouth.
And saw it on your Signal.
We saw it on your fucking Signal. How in the fuck can you turn it on these other people? I don't know. That's the dumbest shit I've heard. And I'll tell you another thing. If tariffs were so fucking good back in the day, made America so rich, why did they stop doing it? Just look it up. Why did they stop doing it?
Because it wasn't working.
Yeah. If it was still bringing in millions and making America rich, they would not have stopped it. When it started making America poor, it's like, okay, the system got to go. It's not working no more.
That's what happened. But for some reason, this dude wants to make America great again from 1913.
Yeah, but nobody ever looked up why they stopped using tariffs.
They don't care about that.
I know.
They don't care. I think tariff is the only thing his simple brain can comprehend when it comes to like math and economics. It was like tariff good. Tariff, charge them more. Tariff, more. Okay, I got it. And he just goes out there and tariffs.
Oh, he caved in today.
They want the Gilded Age back.
They want the what?
The Gilded Age back.
Yeah. That's back when the robber barons were running America, getting billions and billions of dollars, made them like Rockefeller and all those people.
Yeah.
And wait a minute, it hasn't changed.
Well, it ain't
It's
coming
billions, and it's the same goddamn rich motherfuckers still doing the same bullshit.
back.
Just wait till this tax cut comes.
Yeah, they're still trying to get that through.
Well, what the fuck are they going to get it through?
Yeah. With the 2 trillion. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 1 trillion. No.
$7.5 trillion tax cut for the rich.
No. 150 billion. No, it wasn't. How much did Doge say they were going to save now? It went from 2 trillion to 1 trillion to 150 billion.
In fact, they're not even saying.
Yeah, they just give up. They're like, fuck it, we just give up. Hey, Elon.
Well,
Can I see the
the biggest number of cut is what Biden cut before he left office. So they really haven't cut anything.
No. And a lot of it is just clerical errors, double billing type stuff that they're showing all these savings, but there's really no savings. They haven't saved nothing.
Because
They
this
haven't done nothing
administration
to
has
wreck
They,
people's
already
lives.
this administration has
all they
already spent more than Biden has spent in his whole 4 years or whatever. They've already spent more in the last 4 months since they've been in office than the budgets of the last two presidents, not
Yep,
including Trump.
exactly.
every penny that's spent is recorded. Every penny that's spent
It's
is
always been
passed
recorded.
by Congress. They didn't have to do all this shit.
No,
They could have just gone by program. We don't need this. This is too much. Back black blue. We don't need that no more. That's all they had to do.
this whole thing was a red herring
It was
for
bullshit.
for Elon Musk to get in there and start shutting down the particular departments that were investigating Tesla.
Investigating.
That's exactly what it was. It wasn't in there. You think the world richest man give a fuck about the average man or a government saving money? He don't give a fuck about that. No, because right before the election, a few months before the election, all these investigations start coming down about Tesla and their safety and their work standards and everything else. And as soon as he hops on the train with Trump and Trump gets elected in the office, what departments do he go after? He goes after the exact departments that were conducting the investigations against Tesla.
Oh, and got rid of the investigators.
Yep. The investigator generals and all that stuff. So that's what it was. It wasn't he was coming in to save this and save that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, speaking of that. So before he got
He let that little motherfucking kid say fuck in the goddamn White House.
Nah, it's Donald Trump.
I know.
But
Pissed me off.
before Elon Musk hooked his caboose up to Donald Trump, we read this article or showed this video of all these trucks, right? All these pickup trucks and guarding Tesla entrances and Tesla dealerships and stuff. But I thought it was kind of funny. But like I said, because a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years, these same truck drivers are the same ones that were hitting the gas and getting all that black smoke on Tesla cars, throwing bottles and cans at Tesla cars and stuff like that. But now he's on the Republican train. Now it's like, oh, we need to drive up to this electric car dealership and park our trucks there and protect the Teslas and stuff. The same
So idiotic.
hypocrites that were fucking, huh?
I said it's so idiotic. We need the Department of Education more now than ever because clearly people don't realize how idiotic their actions are.
Oh yeah, but it's gone though.
Well, this
Slowly but surely
those type
taking
of
it
people,
apart.
they teach their kids from a young age how to be stupid and idiotic. But yeah, so these same people that were that were against Tesla are now like, oh, we should protect Elon Musk, the world richest man, and his cars and blah blah blah. And now they're up in arms because the dude that they called in Minnesota, the DA was like, nah, we ain't gonna charge him. We ain't gonna charge him with Tesla vandalism. Bye, see you later. Thanks for coming. Oh, they're all up in arms. They can't stand it.
Well, 4 hours ago, your president decided to sign an executive order reinstating common sense school discipline policies. So you know
He
what
ain't
that
my
means
president.
for minority schools and the
Gonna
punishment.
get your ass whipped.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's already been proven that minority students are punished at a greater rate than their counterparts. So we'll see how this goes. It's very sad that they're doing this because um, we don't need policing in
Corporal
schools.
punishment. Corporal punishment back in school.
I went to school when they
I
had corporal.
hey, I was going to school. I got whipped with a paddle.
I sure did. I got
They
whipped
still had
too.
it when you went to school. You didn't
Huh?
tell me because you would got in trouble.
No,
But me,
no, you were living with us.
oh, okay. They did it at my school, Gompers Junior High School, and I did some shit I forget. And the vice principal told me he was going to give me 3 swats, and I was like, "No, you're not."
You said you got whipped with a paddle, anonymous.
Yep, a paddle and a bat. My band teacher, she used a bat.
Damn.
Hmm.
What the fuck? A bat.
Yep.
Good Lord.
You learn not to
That is
act up in
crazy.
band class, though. I mean, I guess it taught discipline. It taught discipline real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it did. We're coming up on the end of our show, and we like to speaking of school, we got this video I want to show you. This is the part of the show where I call teach your kids to keep their hands to themselves. So
the Houston Council on American Islamic Relations, or CARE, is calling on HISD to take action after a violent attack at Paul Revere Middle School. CARE says a group of about 20 students targeted 3 Afghan girls
plus
who were wearing hijabs.
jumping on 3 girls.
CARE says one of those girls was beaten so badly she was unresponsive. The girl is Ahmed Okazay's daughter. He came to the U.S. 4 years ago in hopes of a new and better life.
Terrible.
Now his daughter says that she's traumatized for life.
That's terrible.
They just started to try like pull our hijab off, and then they started to pull our hair, and then that's how they like push us and then jump on us.
So we did reach out to HISD, and the district gave us a conflicting statement. District officials told us there was only 1 victim and 7 aggressors.
Yeah, 1 victim,
although
7
you
aggressors.
can clearly see in that video more than 7 students in that video. They say the victim was offered a school transfer, which is in process currently. The father tells us that he's been running into barriers trying to find a new school for his
They're
daughter.
not aggressors. They're attempted murderers.
They didn't say anything about getting arrested.
Hey, that's the crazy part. The crazy part about that whole story, the school said they offered the victims a transfer. Motherfucker, fuck your transfer. How about expelling all those kids, charging them with attempted murder, and having them all go face their day in court?
Yeah.
And sue the school.
Yeah, oh, they're definitely gonna sue the school district. Oh yeah.
Yes.
But I'm telling you what, as a parent, if this happened, I'm visiting at least 20-something parents because we're gonna have some words, and I might have to body slam a few kids.
But those,
because there ain't no way 20 plus girls are gonna jump on my kid and get away with it. I don't care if I gotta whip all their parents' ass, their cousins' ass. Somebody's getting an ass whipping for that shit. I don't care. I'm all about revenge.
Yeah, I am too. I like revenge because I like revenge.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. This is where parents teach your kids to keep their goddamn hands to themselves.
Keep your hands
because
to
Texas
yourself.
also had that issue. Because Texas also has that issue that they're facing right now with Carmelo Anthony, the black football player who stabbed a white kid because him and his twin brother decided to put their hands on him.
Well, it just happened today in Virginia.
So here's my view on it.
But what happened to stand your ground?
What'd you say, Anonymous?
I said it just happened at a school in Virginia today as well. I don't have the details on it, but
Oh, see, it's another one.
Yeah. So.
But my thing is, your kid's action led to his own death. If he just would have left the kid alone, didn't think he could beat his ass or talk to him or mess with him or just keep your damn hands to yourself, guess what? You'll still be alive. Carmelo Anthony wouldn't be facing a murder trial or anything like that.
What did I tell you about fighting when you were a kid?
Knock them the fuck out and teach them not to come back no more.
But they're watching their
Kick
parents.
their ass so bad.
Kick their ass so bad that they don't want to fight you no more.
Don't
want to fuck with you no more. And I did every single time.
And I know it works too.
I used to put them.
Kids are at home watching their parents.
I used to put them
we live in a
balls.
very hateful environment.
Yeah, all this is taught. But my thing is, this is premeditated. This is not organic. 20 girls did this out of blue said, okay, we're going to start beating your ass. This was planned. This was executed and premeditated, an attack on 3 girls because they're wearing a hijab.
They're in Texas. They're not.
Shit, I used to get in a fight before being a Jehovah's Witness. Then I didn't even want to be a Jehovah's Witness. Like, fuck this Jehovah's Witness shit.
Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
I said it's in Texas. It's unlikely that those girls are going to face any type of repercussions for their actions, at least not serious repercussions.
Yep. I looked it up, though. It's 51% Hispanic, 33% black, and only 9% white at that
I don't care if they were black, white, Asian, or Puerto Rican.
They didn't look,
the motherfuckers put their hands on my kids, 20 plus of them. Like I said, we're having some conversation.
The fact is the girls are Muslim. The girls
Yeah,
are Muslim, and
they're
in this
wearing
country,
hijab,
especially
their
in
hijab.
Texas, they don't care about Muslims, and they think Muslims are terrorists. Although it was the other children who were terrorists, but just because of the fact that they are Muslim, more than likely this is going to be ignored and it's going to be swept up under the carpet, and they're going to keep moving business as normal.
Oh, Trump done
And
turned
it's
Muslims
sad.
into the devil any goddamn way.
Now just imagine. Now just imagine if one of those girls happen to have a knife or a gun or something like that and blast about 4 of them. Guess what? Oh my God. Oh my God. They killed my daughter. They killed my kid. But yeah, your kid was involved in a mass
He would
beating.
be in jail.
Your kid was involved in a mass beating and their actions led to their death. But that would turn them into the victim all of a sudden. Not them being the aggressors and jumping on these girls, but the girls end up shooting or killing or wounding one of these other girls. Now they're the victims.
Yep.
But anyway, we come to the end of the show. I think we did a pretty good job today. Thank you to our guest Anonymous for being our first guest on the show. I really appreciate you coming
Oh,
on
you're
and
welcome.
giving your viewpoint.
We're gonna bring her on again.
No problem. Probably not. I'm kind of quiet.
Yeah, it took her a while to get her feet wet, ladies and gentlemen, to get started. But once she got into the show, she did her little thing, and we appreciate it. But like I said, hey guys, keep watching us. Subscribe, hit that bell button so you know when we put out new videos. Tell everybody about us. Like I said, we are unapologetic. We say what we mean and we mean what we say. We're going to see you guys next time. What do you got to say?
Same time, same place, same channel.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.